Truckers X TV on air. We are now live in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. In the previous episode, we had Addison, Paul Atterson Wimperson, talked about his side of the story, about his family background and all that. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be going to a new witness which now this civil case has become a civil/murder case, I think. But anyways, do me a favor right now, make sure that like button in your sports greatly appreciated. Now, let's begin. Who is the witness? Reese says, hey. Well, I guess glad I ended off the previous episode because we're going to recess right away. Oh, they're showing up that screen again? Thank you. Because if they show that to be continued screen, that'll be... yeah, no. May 17th, District Court Defendant Lobby, number 3. Wow. Well, I knew Mr. Wright would put a tough fight, but...
yeah, just when I thought we had him, he turned the table on us. He really is the turnabout terror.
We can't let him blindside us again. Looks like they've got me again. 3 times in 1 year. That's a new record. Ha ha ha. Dads, please. No more new records. Or bad puns while you're at it. It's hard enough trying to help you as it is. Roger that. I'll be more careful next time. Dads, is what Mr. Wright said true? Did you really pay a visit to Dr. Buff that night? Let me see. Let me adjust the volume real quick. I think this is good. Sure did. Can't remember the exact time though. All I know is he would have handed over the orb. Someone put it in his head that would... wait, hold up. Someone put it in his head that we rebels were dangerous. That's why he threw me out. So the doctor was still alive when Dad's lost saw him.
We'll still have to prove it though.
Better brace yourself, son. The next witness testimony could make or break this case. Yeah, I know. Who's the witness? Hey, where's Trucy?
She went to go see her dad.
Maybe she's still mad.
More like worried. Worried that this trial will create a rift between you two. And that you might then leave the agency.
She has an active imagination. Excuse me, the trial will be resuming shortly. Well, let's go see what the new testimony awaits us. Who is the witness? May 17th. Give us a time. That's all I want to see. What time is it? Alright, court is back in session. Mr. Wright, you said you had a witness. Your Honor, I would like to call the lone survivor of the doctor's murder to the stand. His son? Wait, he can't mean that Sarge is here? You mean Dr. Bob's reclusive son? How did you get him to cooperate? Nothing a little persuasion couldn't handle. The poor child only agreed to help if it meant catching the killer. Getting a kid like that to overcome his fear? Now that's impressive. Excuse me. I was about to sneeze, but you know those moments you were about to sneeze but it never happens? Yeah, it didn't.
This must be really important testimony for the kid to come out in public like this.
You weren't even there. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please call your witness to the stand. He's in the helicopter again. Oh my.
Sergeant Buck, at your service, sir.
He's here as the drone? Really? Mr. Wright, what exactly is the meaning of this? Past trauma has rendered it impossible for the witness to venture into public. Leaving home was hard enough, and it seems leaving the witness lobby was just too much. but I would still like to continue with testimony delivered via this drone. I understand it must be terrible to lose one's father like that, but testimony via remote control toy? Well, let's take things for a spin and see how it goes. Just who's piling the trial anyways?
The judge shares warm up the idea fast.
I think the phrase you're looking for is gave up.
You disappoint me, Corporal Justice. To think
I once called you what? You didn't let me finish!
Ah! Defending the man who killed Papa. That's full-on treason, soldier. I hereby demote you back to private. Corporal? Private? What's he talking about, Apollo?
It's a long story. Now then, are you ready to testify, youngster?
Locked and load, sir. Ready to rain lead. Led down upon the perpetrator. Aha!
This is gonna be interesting. Sarge Buff. What happened that evening?
Papa met with someone that night he died. I didn't have eyes on the ground as I already mounted my siege defense, but I did hear him arguing with someone in his study. From my window, I saw the one designated Dats getting rejected from the premises. After that, the man lingered around the perimeter for some time. He must have regrouped and killed my papa in the study later. I just know it.
This is not processing. This is not processing in my head right now. So, he was thrown out, but later returned and committed the murder, did he? Yes, Your Honor. So the man my client saw really must have been the fleeing Mr. Rebel. Objection? Objection! Right, you backstabbing no good. I didn't kill no one.
It's the enemy. Ready all missiles and fire!
What? What's with the toy? What kind of toy is it?
Capitalist pigs, I'll turn you into pork stroganoff. And that's just a taste of my ultimate anti-swine weapon.
Whoa, it's fire missiles too? Yes, well, the witness is all yours, Mr. Justice. Great. Not only he can fire bullets, he can fire missiles. And now that's quite the real thing is it a real deal? Okay. Papa with someone the night he died. I didn't have eyes on the ground as I already mounted my siege defense, but I did hear him arguing with someone in his study.
Hold it!
What was the argument about?
I heard the things like, where's the orb? And are you defying dragons really criminals? It's not a real volatile. Like a war might break out any second. Volatile.
So the two of them had an argument when Dads came to get the orb. Did you see or hear anything else?
Yeah, I heard the arguing and then silence. From my window, I saw one designated Dats getting ejected from the premises.
Hold it! How was Mr. Rebel acting?
Like a conquered trooper, retreating with his tail between his legs.
A trooper? Well, I guess he does dress like he is in the military.
I bet Dustin would have really hit it off had they met under the different circumstances.
Yeah, I can see that.
And so, the defeated soldier was expelled, but that wasn't the end.
That's where we led to the next one. After that, the man lingered around the perimeter for some time.
Hold it!
That does seem suspicious.
He kept hiding between the trees and telephone poles, stealing glances at our house.
But he couldn't exactly leave without the orb.
I bet he was angry that he'd been kicked out.
Well, he must have regrouped and killed my papa.
Hold it!
But don't you keep your front door unlocked? If so, then anyone could get in.
That's true. Papa didn't keep our house locked up. He said there was no need because there were only good people in Kunine Village.
Yet he ended up dead anyway.
Only a monster could do that. they did to my kind, trusting papa. There will be no mercy. I vow swift and terrible vengeance. I'll carpet bomb the killer with everything in my arsenal. Fire!
While I sympathize with you, witness, you will refrain from firing Gatling guns in this court.
So Sarge saw that too.
And just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, I wonder why he hung around after being thrown out.
I hate to say this, but if that is proven to be the killer, we'll lose the orb to the plaintiff. So our only option is to prove the fire drugs had nothing to do with the murder.
I got nothing. I got nothing in my arsenal that could be useful. Founder's orb. Let's see. The night of the murder, one of the books is stained with copy, a diagram. Telephone case. Can we get an update on this? I don't see any update. Let's see. Let's see. Helicopter equipped with a camera and microphone. Anything useful? No. Robbery. Autopsy report. Cause of death, cerebral hemorrhage. Corner of identified object. I would say I have to press on about... I think I have to press on about the diagram. That's all, but where exactly should I press? We're down to 3. This is not clicking right now. Rebel crime. Statement 2 helicopter toy. What the hell? Oh shoot! Wrong layout. Wrong layout. Wrong freaking layout. Oh shoot! Hold up. Freaking game. I had the wrong layout. I didn't realize it until now. What the heck? Wow. I didn't have the right. That was the wrong layout. I didn't have eyes on the ground as I did already mounted my siege defense, but really, it does not click.
Objection!
Sarge, are you hiding something from me?
How dare you question your superior officer like that? You want to get on a Stroganoff action with Pig Boy over there, soldier?
Sorry, but I'm afraid lawyers are missile-proof.
What?
When the defense had to explain.
It's simple, Your Honor. Just as he is able to see what is happening in court right now, Sarge was able to see what was happening in the study then. With his cherished drone, of course.
Ah, now that you mention it. And to think, the answer was right before our eyes the whole time.
Sarge, you were perfectly capable of patrolling the study that night. So you must have seen something. Well, he got blown up.
I'm hit. What is this strange new weaponry you're using against me?
His finger pointing. Courtroom lawyers don't use guns or missiles because evidence are a weapon of choice. And the evidence has exposed your bald-faced lie. My truth bomb, Sarge, has stripped your defense bar. Bear, whatever.
A truth bomb? No! Mayday! Mayday! I'm going down!
It can't be that serious.
Oh my, are you alright?
It's a toy.
Evidence. Never have I seen such fearsome ordnance.
Tell it to us straight, Sarge. After all, you want to help your father, don't you?
Papa.
Yes, you want to find out who killed him, don't you? So please, tell us what you saw that night.
It's not what you think. I didn't see anything. I swear.
You sure? You seem awfully stressed for someone who didn't see anything. Are we gonna go through a therapy session right now? Because if he's so stressed about the incident, I believe he could be stressed. You need to answer my question.
Shut your pie hole, maggot! It'll be scorching day in Siberia before a lowly private like you orders me around.
Scorching day in Siberia? What's with him in Siberia of all places? But if a scorching day is what it'll take, then maybe it's time to turn up the heat. Hey, Athena. Yes, we are. You think a therapy session might help?
Well, it could help alleviate some of his anxiety.
Let's go.
Plus, I'm picking up a lot of discord in Sarge's voice. That usually means the patient wants to say something but can't for some reason.
And in Sarge's case, I imagine whatever's plaguing him is pretty severe. In that case, I leave it to you and your mood matrix.
You got it. Your Honor, I believe I can be of help here.
Time for a therapy session. Is it, Miss Sykes?
Yes, it will help the witness with his anxiety. Maybe even enough to testify.
Then by all means, please bring the poor child out into the light of day. Oh, but I assume this will be alright with you, Mr. Wright?
Why not? It's not like we all haven't been through this before.
What are you butting in for, lady? There ain't a place in the battlefield for you.
Objection!
I beg to differ, Sarge. The G.I. Jane's always ready for a fight in the courtroom. And wait until you see what I've got in my arsenal. Analytical psychology. With it, I'm going to blow a big old hole in the armor you've built around your heart. Ah! First evidence, now analytical psychology. Where are these WMDs coming from?
I don't know what that military term means, but okay.
Well, if it's a battle you want, bring it on. You may have started this war, but I'm going to end it. Corpse, woman, Sykes. You got it, Sarge. Time to seek out the agony buried deep in your heart. Brace yourself.
Okay, here we go. I think this entire episode is just gonna be about the analytical psychology right here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Okay, staying in my room with my drone that evening. I heard that. Whoa, two different voices. He was shocked. He was sad. Surprised, sad. I heard Dads and Papa arguing with each other. Dads got kicked out but hanging. I saw him still around outside. I was in my room, so I didn't know Papa was dead until the next day. Give me any hints, girl? So I'm looking for unexpected emotions and uncontrolled reactions, right?
Right. Emotions and reactions that don't fit the content of this testimony.
Remember not to view his emotional reactions in isolation. Sometimes it's important to see how they change from one statement to the next. I think it's the last one right there. It went from as soon as he went sad's alright, he's surprised. It became bigger, and then that last part right there, his surprise emotion went on down, like he wasn't surprised at all.
Got it!
That's strange. You reacted with shock when you discovered your father's body. Yet you weren't nearly as shocked then as when you saw Mr. O'Rebel. Normally, you expect the death of one's father to be much more impactful.
Enemy fire! Direct hit! That is strange. I wonder what it could mean.
Well, we know he wasn't as affected by his father's death as he should have been. And I think I know why.
Oh?
Sarge, you weren't as shocked at seeing your father's body. Wait, Sarge, you weren't as shocked at seeing your father's body. Ugh. You weren't as shocked at seeing your father's body as seeing Mr. Rebel because you already seen his body. You already see his body? You scared of Mr. Rebel? You weren't as shocked. You weren't. I'm guessing this is? Sarge, maybe the truth is you left your room that night, and that's when you saw it. Your father's body. Really? You didn't see his body? Alright then. What did you see? 70%. Yo, I made a big old guess right there. In that middle slot.
Look, Apollo, we lost some noise.
So just as I suspected, he really did see something. Sarge, please, tell us what you saw.
Oh, but...
Hello, Sarge?
The moment I saw it, I couldn't bear it. I couldn't stand to lose yet another loved one.
Yet another? Huh? Am I missing something here? Another loved one? Is that why you weren't very shocked when you found out your father was dead? Because you had already sensed that he was a goner somehow?
Maybe.
Please, Sarge, what was it you saw on the night on your father's murder?
Oh, I saw...
What can we say? Oh no! Emotional stress. His emotions going haywire. Like we encountered like in episode 4. I think his emotions gone wild.
Help!
What is...
I've considered your little toy. The battlefield has no place for unauthorized equipment.
What?
Widget! Apollo, I can't continue the session without him.
Harm yourself this instant, witness. I hereby order you to submit your therapy session. Warden Blazes, the gavel.
Oh, he's gonna hit anyone with that.
Look at me. I'm judge, jury, and executioner now. I hereby convene a military tribunal.
Okay, he's gone haywire. Even Mr. Wright does not see this coming. Whoa, whoa, this has gone way too far.
Bailiff, arrest that drone is...
You really gonna arrest a kid? Really?
If you don't...
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Yo! Why is this not an anime cutscene? Hello? Anyone alive?
Phew, finally got him back.
Nice work.
This witness is truly a handful.
2, 3, 4, oh.
Miss Sykes, what's the witness' current psychological state?
Let's see. He's emotionally all over the map.
As predicted. So his out of control emotions are in control of him, huh? Does that mean we can calm him down if we can figure out the root cause?
Yes, so let's see what we can find. Sarge, can you hear me? Oh, is that you, Corpse Woman Sykes? I'm here. Now, I want you to take a few deep breaths. Just try to relax. Try with me. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out.
I'm getting dizzy.
In, out. And now, let your emotions take you where they will. Go on, just let it all out. All forces, attack!
That's the least relaxing breathing exercise I've ever seen. Here we go again. Oh gosh. These two emotions. Okay, hanging around. That's okay. Wait. Why is this part right here? I heard him more fighting and I got worried. Info update. So I left my room, but suddenly I got dizzy and passed out. How? I remember a flame lighting up the room and Papa grinning with delight. What the heck? And that's when he must have been killed if only I hadn't passed out. I think what I have to say is what's most traumatizing would be the flames.
Got it!
Because that was it. That was in the previous couple episodes ago. He stated that how in his previous apartment with his mother and father there was a fire, and that was the real trauma right there for him. Sarge! You were overcome with shock and fear when you saw those flames, weren't you?
Was I?
Yes, just 6 months ago. You and your mother were caught up in an arsonist blaze. So it's no wonder you would be extremely scared of fire.
Yes, that does make sense. And maybe, just maybe, your subconscious fear of fire was what caused you to withdraw from the world. What do you mean, Corpse Woman Sykes? In the outside world, you were bound to come across all sorts of fire. Candles, cigarettes, heck, even the grill at a diner. Even if it's not that often, just the idea that you might see them grew bigger and bigger until you couldn't shut it out. I think you might be onto something. Candles, cigarettes, just thinking about them sends the chills down my spine.
Wow, the things I take for granted.
Now I see I was afraid of the fire. Strange, I didn't even realize it myself.
About that fire, Sarge, can you tell me what it was burning?
Just stay calm and maybe something will come to you.
What was burning? Sarge?
Oh, I'm starting to remember. It was that relic.
It was burning the orb!
That relic Papa was studying, it was on fire.
The orb was on fire?
It's still kind of fuzzy, but yes, the orb was burning right in front of Papa. And there, in the flames was Mama.
What?
Yes, now I remember. I saw Mama appear amid the dancing flames.
Okay, there's something wrong with that testimony right there. He looks so mad. What? I don't like where this is going. This is creepy. 30%? What's going on here?
Maybe it's a memory from the fire that killed his mother.
Oh, I don't know who's talking.
We might be confusing with what really happened when his father died.
So let me guess. More therapy?
Yep. But this time, it seems there's an inconsistency in his statement. Great, we could be paralyzed. And I think we should be able to prove it with the evidence at hand.
I hope this inconsistency is the key to proving that the relic really is the Founder's Orb. That's what's still hanging around after he got kicked out. I heard more fighting and got worried about Papa. So I left my room, but suddenly I got dizzy and passed out. I remember a flame lighting up the room, the Papa grinning with delight. The relic was on fire and I saw Mama's face inside. Info update. That's when Papa must have been killed, if only I hadn't passed out. But why was this on fire? Let's see. Hid in the ruins before untimely death. It has to be nothing. Equipped with camera and microphone. But why was it on fire? That's the thing. That's my question. Yo, really? My only guess is the Founder's Orb. The study photo. But wait. The time of the murder, the Founder's Orb wasn't there to be found with in the beginning. So that couldn't be right because he was out there that night trying to put it away. That's when, if only I hadn't passed out. That's an inconsistency right there because by that time it wasn't the Founder's Orb he used. If it wasn't the Founder's Orb, because he could have been killed while carrying that. He couldn't. Yo, it could be the Men of Mamas or something with the raincoat, because there was no way he could die and have the orb right there. But what is the real answer? Statement 6. Founder's orb? There is no way that cannot be it.
Objection!
Don't blame yourself, Sarge. After all, even if you hadn't passed out, the outcome would have been the same.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the time of death. Your father wasn't killed right after you left your room.
What? Explain yourself at once, Private Justice.
You said you saw your father burning the orb, right? But that night, he went out to hide it in a cave. Yeah, that was straight up. I had the right idea, I just didn't know what to press. So what you saw, Sarge, was something that happened before your father left to hide the orb. Ah! So you see, you didn't pass out right before he was killed. You passed out right before he left for the cave to hide the orb in the ruins within.
So even if I hadn't passed out...
That's right. The outcome would have been exactly the same. That's because your father, Dr. Love, was killed after he returned from the ruins. And therefore, Sarge, there's no need for you to blame yourself.
Oh, I see.
Sarge? Sarge?
Private Justice? Can you really say I bear no blame in this?
Why do you ask?
Because the truth is, if I hadn't engaged in my sage defense, Papa would still be alive.
Sarge.
Papa wished nothing more than for me to lead a happy, healthy life. That's why he quit his job and moved us out. Is the camera moving forward, away from the big city? And even then, I didn't have the courage to set foot into the outside world. And in the end, I failed to make Papa's wish come true.
Sarge?
If you want to make your father's wish come true, if that's what you really want, then who's to say it's too late? Why don't you take the first step now? My first step? That's right. You can cast off all your regret. You can stop standing still and start moving forward. You have the power within you. I know from experience. I know what it's like to feel like you do. Only you can decide to take that first step.
If you don't change your tactics now, Sarge, the victory you seek in the war you're waging will always lie beyond your grasp. Earth to Sarge.
I think I understand now. I've made up my mind. As of this moment, I will suspend my siege defense and meet indefinitely.
A girl? You were a girl? Huh?
Sergeant Buff, reporting for duty.
What? I thought you were a guy.
You're definitely not the gruff drill sergeant I envisioned. Well, my mama was in the Russian army.
I was just as shocked, but it certainly explained a few things when I found out too. Explain yourself. May I introduce you to Miss Army Buff, age 12? No way.
Careful, soldier. Don't forget. I could blow you away at a moment's notice. She's just too cute.
So, have you always been in a wheelchair, Sarge?
Negative. Only since I was injured. In the fire.
Your voice sounds awfully different from before.
Well, it is a microphone.
My drone features a voice modulation device. It's just one of my army's many technological marvels.
Technological.
Well, you fooled me. I thought some 20-something military fanatic was at the controls.
If it's all the same to you, troops, I'd like to continue my testimony. I just remembered something, and it's as crisp and clear as trumpet at roll call.
What did you remember?
It wasn't my mother who appeared at the burning orb. It was some lady Papa showed me at a picture a long time ago. He said it was...
The Holy Mother?
She appeared right there, right in the burning orb.
Huh? What did you just say? Oh, Lord. Noise level 0%. Bye-bye.
The Holy Mother Kunanism was in the burning orb? What does that even mean?
I have a bad feeling about this. Could it be... Could this explain what Sarge means by the Holy Mother appearing in the orb? Yo, what's this about? Research notes. Minimum motive, Kunai, founding period. When a dragon attack about a founder offers divine protection. When a butterfly and blah 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 bestowed. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire. Ooh, that is something else.
Take that!
Dr. Buff's research notes? What do they have to do with this?
Look at this. The burning orb. The appearance of the founder. This part points to both. Offer thy prayers as fervent. Oh, great. What points to the woman who appeared the orb? I'm guessing here? There's a legend about the orb involving a mysterious riddle, and this song in turn is said to contain the key to solving it. If the legend is true, then I believe the answer lies in the part of this song. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. Well, anyone see where I'm going with this? I mean, the past puzzles we've been trying to get has been true. Prayers as fervent as fire? Ah! You're supposed to set the orb on fire? The whole stanza seems to suggest the founder will appear if the orb is set on fire. Yo, we can prove that's the founder's orb! Wait, so the doctor, he... Yes, Athena. He had solved the ancient riddle of the founder's orb. Why the music?
Oh my!
Papa was a great archaeologist, so I believe in him, and I want to believe. I want to believe he achieved his long-time dream of solving that riddle before he died.
Well, we won't know for sure until we try it for ourselves. Yes, we can prove it's the founder's orb.
Yes, do it, Private Justice, please. I want to see what Papa was searching for with my own eyes.
Objection!
The plaintiff must object to this.
Objection!
The plaintiff will stand down and be quiet.
Objection!
You don't have the right to set a precious relic like that on fire.
Objection!
I like this going. Oh, but I do. All I need was Sarge's permission. Since we still don't know if this treasure is the founder's orb or the crystal of Ami Faye. Any ownership rights the doctor had now belong to his daughter. Ooh, I like this. Therefore, you have absolutely no right to stop us.
Very well, Mr. Justice. I never thought I'd be saying this, but you may burn the
Evidence! Oh. Alright, here we go. Cutscene time? Look! Apollo, the inside of the orb. It's melting. What? There's something in there. Ah! Dirk, isn't she?
Her garb leaves no room for doubt. It's the founder herself. Face and all.
Wrong voice I'm giving.
I don't understand. The greatest of taboos in Kunanism is the depiction of the founder's face. Yet here it is, hidden within this orb.
Founder's orb updating the court record. Sorry, Mr. Wright, but as you can see, the issue is crystal clear. The figure is the Holy Mother, founder of the Kunanism. I swear to God, and based on that, this must be none other than the Founder's Orb.
Objection!
You cannot say that's Ami Faye. Be that as it may, Mr. Rebel still may have to kill the doctor. But that's not the case! If so, it would render the orb transfer agreement null and void. Don't play dumb, Mr. Wright. The truth of the matter has already been proven. Dr. Buff wasn't killed right after Sarge saw Mr. Rebel. It happened after the doctor came back from hiding the orb. And you've no proof that Mr. Rebel was still around at that time. Your claim that Defiant Dragons were behind the crime scene doesn't hold water. And that means the orb transfer agreement is still perfectly valid. Admit it, Mr. Wright. I just burned your whole case to the ground. Oh. No! If this guy says that that's Ami Faye and not the Holy Mother, can't we slap the politician out of him? I won. I actually won. Because the matter before the murder, we're not talking about the murder. This whole civil case, it's a civil case before. We're trying to decide what that orb really is. Is it the Founder's Orb or the Crystal of Ami Faye? And it shows the Kunanism clothing, it's the Holy Mother.
Care to respond?
Respond? I didn't think so. Wait, did we just win? Did we actually beat the Turnabout Terror? You're amazing, Paulo.
Don't just stand there, right? Do something!
Well, I don't think there's anything out of this hole. Mr. Addison Whipperson, I think it's time for your concession speech. I approve beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is the Founder's Orb. The facts don't lie, but you obviously do. How's that for a campaign slogan?
Why, you contemptuous peasant! I think this is a good time to wrap up this trial. If both parties have no further objections, I will render my verdict.
No objections here, Your Honor. No. Hold it? Who there? You, pompous.
You can't do this! The crystal is mine! I'll lose the election if I lose that crystal!
I'm sorry, but there's really nothing more I can do.
You haven't forgotten about our little chat, have you?
Huh? What's going on here?
Objection!
Your Honor, I object to the defense's last claim. What? I don't believe that they have truly proven that the relic is indeed the Founder's Orb. Oh, you're just playing dirty, aren't you?
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I don't think even you could bluff your way out of this one. What possible argument could you have to claim that this isn't the Founder's Orb? About that. You got nothing. Oh, of course. Are we talking about the face? He can't possibly have hit on something. Defense assertion is incomplete. And this is why. The defense is basing their claim that this relic is the Founder's Orb on a legend. And that legend claims the Founder will return when the riddle is solved at last. Right? The Founder was revealed for all to see. But Mr. Justice, what about the rest of the legend? Huh?
According to the legend, once the founder returned, she would bestow spiritual power onto the person who solved the riddle.
You're kidding, right?
Well, Mr. Justice, do you feel great spiritual power coursing through your veins?
No?
But receiving spiritual powers and stuff,
It's all just mystic mumbo jumbo, right?
maybe so, but you're the one basing your claim on some legend. And what we saw here does not fully fulfill it, does it?
No, but...
Consequently, you cannot rightfully claim that this is the Founder's Orb.
Great. Can we just... I really hate politicians. I really hate politicians. I really hate politicians.
What's gotten into him? Why is Mr. Wright doing this?
Wrong voice.
It would appear that Mr. Wright has lost a few of his marbles. That couldn't be further from the truth, Your Honor. In any case, I believe this is a good time for a recess. Both sides will have 20 minutes to prepare.
Make sure to hit the like button and comment performance if you're new. Be like to see, subscribe, and Destructive XT, and I'm signing out.